Hello everybody and welcome back. I know a lot of you have been waiting for this. We're into part C on the 2000 grade 7 Gauss paper. So the questions are going to be harder, they're worth more, and odds are if you've been trying this contest like you should, then these are the questions that you will most likely hit a stumbling block. Now, if you had problems on earlier questions, that's not fantastic, that's fine. Go back and look at them, but I would expect a number of you to be having problems with 21, 22, 23, 24, and especially 25. Because Part C is where we see the really hard questions. They're the ones that separate the men from the boys, as they say. So we're on to question 21 in this video. How about we take a look at that together? Hopefully you've already tried it. So what does question 21 say? In a basketball shooting competition, each competitor shoots 10 balls, which are numbered from 1 to 10. The number of points earned for each successful shot is equal to the number on the ball. If a competitor misses exactly 2 shots, which one of the following scores is not possible? Okay, so we have a bunch of scores right here. So they're missing exactly 2 shots, which means that most of the 1 to 10 balls have been sunk. So a good way to do this, just because we're so close to having, if only 2 shots were made, I would certainly start looking at possible sums of the two numbers from 1 to 10 that make each of these numbers. But because we have 8 successful shots, it makes more sense to take a look at this question by first figuring out, well, what could they have gotten had they shot perfectly? And then start subtracting balls off of that. Okay? So right away, there's a sort of a thinking hurdle. We could start trying to add up combinations of, oh, gee, is 41 equal to 1 plus 3? So we're skipping the 2 there. Plus 4, plus 5, plus 6, plus 7, plus 9, plus 10, and we skip the 8. Oh, no, it's not. That's equal to 40, so we need to alter things. The best way to do it, I would say, is to first figure out so what is the maximum score? Okay, so that's, they sink all 10 balls. And we figure that out on our calculator pretty quickly. That is going to be 55. So that's the maximum possible score they could have. And so if we take a look, well, all of these are less than 55, so nothing can be ruled out right away. So the player misses 2 shots. So that means the difference between the max score and their score can be written as a sum of 2 numbers, 2 different numbers. Can't sink the 4 ball twice, or can't miss the 4 ball twice. So it means we're looking for a difference between the maximum score, which is 55, and their score. And then we're going to see if we can write those as the sum of 2 different numbers between 1 and 10. So for A, which is 52, we get a difference of 3. Okay? Well, we can write 3 as 2 plus 1. So he could have gotten a score of 52 by missing the 1 ball and the 2 ball, and then sinking 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now, what was B? B is 44. Okay. So what we want to do is we want to take a look, compare the difference with that and the maximum score, and we get 11. And we stop and think, is there a way to write 11 as the sum of two different numbers between 1 and 10? Well, of course there is. There's lots of ways. Could have missed the 1 and the 10 ball, or the 2 and the 9 ball, or the 3 and the 8 ball, or the 4 and the 7 ball, or you could have missed the 2 middle ones, the 5 and the 6 ball. Doesn't really matter. All we need is one way to do it. So let's just go with the 1 plus 10 ball. So he missed 1, he missed 10, but he sunk 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And if we check, add up 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, what do you know? We get 44 out. We get an answer of 44 as his score. Okay? But rather than trying to add up 8 numbers, we do it this way, and we try and figure out things as a sum of just 2 numbers. So we switch the problem around. All right, so 41, 38, and 35. So let's just write those down now. (41, 38, 35). I may not have to do the later ones if it turns out that 41 is correct. So that's going to be 55 minus 41. And that's going to be 14. Can we write 14 as a sum of 2 different numbers? If you haven't tried this problem, while I write some things out, try and think. Can we write 14 as a sum of 2 different numbers that both lie between 1 and 10? Okay. It turns out, yes, we can. We could very easily do 4 and 10. Both of those are between 1 and 10. They're different numbers. So he could miss the 4 ball and the 10 ball. Notice that we couldn't do 7 plus 7. He can't miss the 7 ball twice. Okay. So there's certainly a way to do this one. How about 55 minus 38? That's 17. Is there a way to get 17 as a sum of 2 different numbers between 1 and 10? Yes. Yes, there is. 7 plus 10. So to get a score of 38, he could sink the 1 ball, the 2 ball, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, and 9, skipping the 7 and skipping the 10 because he missed those. All right, and E. We get 20. Is there a way to add up 2 different numbers between 1 and 10 and get 20? No, there's absolutely no way to do it. The best we could do is 2 10s, but that would require him to sink the 1 through 9 and miss out on the 10 ball twice, but he doesn't shoot the 10 ball twice, he shoots it once, in which case he'd get a score of 45, not 35. And if we try and use any other numbers, suppose we used a 9, we'd need an 11 as well. Or if we had an 8, we would need a 12. There's no 12 ball. Okay? So you can't have a score of 35, and that is E. All right, certainly required a little more thought to do question 21 there. Hopefully the other questions are equally as challenging and equally as fun. But we'll see those in the next video. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.